Welcome to So Seriously. I'm Heather.
And I'm Carrie, your self-proclaimed experts of everything in the middle. So, seriously, what do we think about group travel?
I love it!
You're coming in hot tonight! Woo! Group travel, we love it, done.
And thank you.
No, we've had great experiences with group travel.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why we love it.
We love it. And we've done it with just our two families.
Yep.
We've done it with multiple families.
We've done it with just adults. We've done it with our kids included.
We've just done it so many times in so many ways.
In so many ways. And so what are our tips? Why does it work for us?
Yep.
Can it work for you? You're about to find out.
Boom!
What do you think it is? What do you think?
Okay, you know what I think it is it's the laid back vibe that we create.
Yes. Which is intentional.
Yes, we do it on purpose.
Yes.
And I'd say we leave time for ourselves.
That's funny. That was my tip number 1.
That was my tip number 1.
Plan time for independence. Okay, we rub our heads when we say the similar things.
Because we have a flat spot.
We both have this flat spot on the back of our heads that we can't explain. So when we have similar ideas at the same time, we're always like, it's the flathead spot that generated that idea.
So that's why allow time for self is number 1.
Number 1, yes, definitely. And that can be how you start your day. It can be how you end your day. It can honestly also be a day in between excursions if you have planned activities. So
just leaving yourself time in the morning, leaving yourself time in the middle.
Yeah.
Just don't no expectation. I think that's another one, I guess.
No
expectations.
Yeah, or at least low expectations. Yeah. Not as low as in being happy, but just low as in
go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Don't
chill.
try to have an agenda.
Yeah. Be chill.
That was honestly my...
Be chill is on yours?
Well, it was number 3 and number 4 were my top 3 recommendations. It was be flexible and don't sweat the small stuff.
Oh.
Which I think is be chill.
Shoot, I didn't even write those down.
Well.
Do you want to know what my number 2 was?
Yes.
Everyone doesn't need to do everything together, including travel time.
And true.
We never travel together.
We've never flown anywhere together. We always pick the destination, pick the date, and we arrive in our own styles.
Because everyone does it different.
Yes.
You know, some people are early morning travelers. Some people are later in the day travelers. Some people... A lot of times we go the day before and stop halfway through. Sometimes we use points, so we're on a different airline. But you don't have to do everything the entire time together.
And sometimes we wake up at the crack of dawn, and
I call that the butt crack of dawn.
And we stand in line and go through all of that. But it really once we get there, it's hey, we're all here now.
Yep. What's your next one?
My number 2 was to set your departure times for excursions and group activities very clearly. So everyone knows, when the kids are going to hit the slopes, we always very closely say what time do you want to be there, and now each individual plan accordingly for thyself. Yeah. So if the departure so if the departure time is, for example, 9 a.m. and you need 15 minutes, you can plan accordingly. If you need an hour and a half, you can plan accordingly.
And the group isn't waiting.
And the group, because the bottom line is nobody likes to wait on anybody. Yeah. So be very clear and articulate what the departure times are so people can plan accordingly. Yeah.
My next one was find a place with a kitchen.
Oh, that's a good one.
Even when we've done hotels, or an Airbnb, but we try to find something with a kitchen, not necessarily to cook all the meals.
No.
But even just for snacks or for late at night or just something I think the times we've all gone together, we've always had a kitchen, and it's huge.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because that's just one of our more efficiencies is we've always tried to just limit it to one big meal a day.
Yeah.
So if you have a kitchen, you can take care of your own breakfast. You can take care of your own lunch.
And snacks.
And enjoy
all the
snacks. Yeah,
the
and
kids
snacks.
eat tons of snacks, and the adults eat tons of snacks and drinks.
And drinks, yeah. And so it's like if you have a kitchen and you can have your own cocktail mixes and your own beverages, sodas, waters, whatever, that saves a ton of money. It reduces the stress.
Yeah, it's just, you want a snack, go back and get whatever you want.
Yeah, go back.
And let's be honest, our kitchens are full of a lot of junk.
Right.
And that's okay because it's vacation.
It's vacation time. This is funny. I remember my aunt telling me years ago that when her family went on vacation, she has 4 kids, 2 daughters and then 2 sons, and the youngest son is always just a hoot. What I remember is like her youngest son, just like, she was like, we didn't put any restrictions on him and his snacking the whole vacation. And then I remember her telling me like, you can see him getting chubbier throughout the progression of their photos from that vacation.
All right, what's your next hint?
Well, so my tips, we're being flexible and going with the flow. Don't sweat the small stuff. So it kind of reminds me of when we went to Turks and Caicos, and I remember there was that moment of should we rent the catamaran or not and do that day excursion, and it was just like, you know what, we're here. Let's not I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. Yeah. This is an excursion. If it were X amount versus Y amount, it's still all from the same budget pool.
Well, and at the end of the day, we also don't do an excursion every day. Which I think that was my next one, was don't schedule nonstop activities.
Yes.
We generally do day on, day off.
Yes. Yep.
And let the kids just have a day just to chill at the pool, and the adults to chill at the pool or the beach or
the resort or wherever you are. Yeah, and so it does kind of tie in with my tip number 1, which was be independent, which is those non-excursion days are also your day to be independent. So I think of when we went to Belize and there was a night where you didn't want to go out and I did. So I went and watched the chicken drop.
And I ordered room service and it was wonderful.
And neither of us cared, which it's fun because that's you. You wanted that solitude. You wanted that time. And I got what I wanted.
You met a stranger, someone you knew in Belize at the chicken drop.
Right, of all places. So I was happy that night. I got to make a connection with somebody randomly.
I was enjoying my room service, laying back, listening to some tunes. Yeah, I was happy.
So it goes back to just give each other, when you're group travel, give everybody the autonomy to make decisions that work best for them.
Yeah.
No hard feelings if someone sits a night out, if someone sits a day out.
Well, I think your family last time wanted to do the parasailing.
Yes.
And my family's like, oh, we've done it a few times.
Yeah.
And so and we are not early morning people.
Yeah.
And so as we slept in, you guys are like, hey, let's go parasail.
We did that while we knew you guys were doing your thing, and it worked out great, and everyone was happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my last one was just schedule downtime, which kind of goes with the don't schedule nonstop activities.
Yeah.
Because half of what you're on vacation for is to relax. And you don't want to come back from vacation and feel like you need a vacation.
Right.
And if you go.
Yeah. If everything's planned and scripted.
You come home and you're like, oh my gosh, I just need a break from vacation.
Yeah.
Which is not the whole purpose of vacation.
No, because you're making memories. Yeah. That's what it's about. So seriously.
Yeah.
How would you summarize?
Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Group travel is all about going with the flow.
Yeah. I would concur. I would say that so seriously, just do it. If you have any desire to make those memories with your friends, do it. Make those memories. That's what life is all about. Yeah. So there is no losing in vacationing.
No.
Vacationing.
Yeah. And who doesn't want to have misery with other people or great times with other people?
That is right.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Let us know what your tips are for vacationing in groups.
Here's our gift to you.
Hey, studio audience members, producers.
Hello.
You know, when you're the youngest, you're always a little bit of a hoot.
I always find the middle child to be the hoot.
Middle.
Yeah, the middle's the hoot. Middle is the funniest in my family. Who's the middle of my... Oh, that's me.
So, but now everyone in our audience right now is like, do I have a flashback?